Okay, good. Let me close that. Hello, everyone. Holly King here, Wild Kingdom Wellness. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We do have a live chat, so I may or may not see your message on here, but I am actually getting set up to give you guys a bit of my morning here as I am on my bicycle getting ready to go to work and do all the things. So, anyway, I thought I would share today my wellness journey, and so it is. So if you're watching, say good morning, say hello. Let me set this to share to my Facebook audience as well. Okay, we're back. I just wanted to make sure I was sharing properly. So good morning. It is Thursday. It is October the 30th, 2025. Woo! It's Halloween Eve. So, for those of you all who celebrate the blessed Samhain, happy Samhain. Happy Halloween, everybody. Halloween Eve. So, anyway, reintroduction here. My name is Holly King. I am the moderator and creator of this channel, Wild Kingdom Wellness. And so, I like to provide for people real time, fun, moderation, activity, like as a wellness provider, myself, as a practitioner of wellness, it's really helpful to allow people to see what you do behind the scenes as a wellness provider when you are in the field of holistic health and wellness coaching, things like that. So, I always get a little intimidated at first before I jump on live videos, but I'm getting used to, actually, much more used to talking to you guys, saying good morning, sharing with you all like raw footage, raw footage of me exercising and sharing with you all information. Keyword right here, sharing with you all information when it comes to health and wellness. So, if you jump on, say hello. This is what we do. We get on my bicycle. I'm going to reset my odometer here. And I'm just going to talk to you all from, you know, my perspective as a wellness person, a spiritual coach, a massage therapist, a human being. That's a novel thought, like a woman. So we are live here on YouTube. Usually I go live on Facebook. I do have a private coaching group that I moderate on Facebook, which is also called Wild Kingdom Wellness. Now that particular group is for women only, so sorry guys. Sorry guys, I do have my own private coaching group which is full of women who are like-minded. Like it's super important, I think, when you say, "Hey, I want to align with people. I want to, be around human beings who have positive energy, uplifting energy." So, I surround myself with people who are generally positive and want to see the world become a better place. So, I do coach online, a group that is free. I don't charge people to be in my women's coaching group, but I know that I should not, as a wellness provider, limit my exposure to other people virtually, because we have 8 billion people on the planet at last, I think, last count. So, anyway, give or take. So, if there are 8 billion with a B, human beings on the planet and they're walking around and they are sad, they're sick, they're in poverty, or they're excessively rich. They have everything that they could ever want, but they're lonely. Like there are so many people out there, you all, that have a story behind the scenes that you may or may not be privy to. And so when we idolize people, when we put people on a pedestal and we're like, I really wish, keyword wish, that I could get my health and wellness journey together. I wish, here we go with people's words, right? I wish I could work out. I wish I could lose weight. I wish I had blonde hair. I wish I might. But you don't, as a human being, take action, right? So people are afraid sometimes to take like mortal, painful action when it comes to their health and wellness journey and make the changes, y'all. Make the changes that it takes to set smart goals, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, to go, you know what, okay, it's Thursday, it's 7 a.m., I got to be at work at noon or whatever the storyline is, and go, can I can I discipline myself enough to actually take 10 or 15 minutes and go, hey, I'm going to get on my bicycle. I'm going to get on my stationary bike. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to do some yoga. I'm going to drink, I don't know, maybe some water if you have access to water, which most people do. Not everybody does. I get it, y'all. But I am here to help teach people about wellness. Okay. And I am also obtaining my certifications in health and fitness coaching. Yes, like coaching. I am obtaining the health fitness coaching certifications from Trinity School of Natural Health. Shout out to Trinity School of Natural Health, one of the best online schools for natural health and wellness that you could ever stumble upon. Okay, so look them up. TrinityHealth.org, I think. But anyway, Trinity School of Natural Health, y'all. Check it out. The certification programs, okay, that this particular facility offers, the information is incredible. Okay. And so, backing up to my story and who I am as a person and as a wellness practitioner, the core of my business is being a massage therapist. Okay. So, I have access to human beings and their bodies, their minds and their spirits all day long, right? So people come to me to get a massage for a million different reasons, all right? They come to me because they have shoulder pain. They come to me because they have neck pain. Most people, y'all, most people do come to me and get a massage because they have some type of neck pain, low back pain, foot pain. But people also come to get a massage, not just with me, but most massage therapists will tell you, people come to relax. I feel like I'm going to hit my head on the light here, y'all. People will come to the massage table in order to relax because why? Why do we need to relax? Because the world is excessively stressful, is it not? It is very stressful, y'all. But there will come a day, hopefully not in a too far distant future, where people will start to take back their mind, their body, and their spirit and find a sense of joy and peace and prosperity through, wellness practices, right? So, as a massage therapist, I've worked on tens of thousands of bodies over the course of my, 10 plus year career. Hold, please. Coffee is always necessary in this house, y'all. Always. So, hold on. So, anyway, people come to me and they're just like, they're so stressed out. And so I decided a while back, I was actually looking at becoming a health and fitness coach because I do the work behind the scenes. You all, if you subscribe to this channel and you start to follow me as a person, you're going to see that I actually do a lot of live videos showing you all the work, talking to you all about my experiences as a body worker. Okay. I feel like I'm at the point now in my career when somebody asks me, what do I do? I'm going to say I'm a body worker, a massage therapist, but it's more than that, okay? Because I'm also a yoga practitioner. I am also, a stretch coach. I mean, there are so many things that I can do with your human body, right? To help you alleviate pain, stress, fascial stress, muscle stress, muscle, fascial, body connection, all of that tension that's in your body, y'all. If you get a massage, let's see, Ask a question, favorite type of fruit. Oh, I'm getting a prompt on here, y'all, from YouTube. So it's a bot, by the way. So anyway, back to my thought. You know, it's like I can get you out of physical pain as a massage therapist, but I am more than that. I am a body worker, and part of that body work also includes neurological, uh, how do I want to put this? Because I am not a mental health counselor. I'm not a therapist as far as clinical, but I'm a therapist, period. And so people come to you and they tell you all kinds of stuff. And then you realize over the course of a decade that a lot of people's stress is coming from their mental health challenges, like including, but not limited to, their spiritual health. So, someone who cares deeply about the human being and the human condition, as I look at the world around me, right? I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? People's mental health right now, you all, is so jacked up, you know? And it's like, well, what do we do to bring our mind, body, and spirit back into alignment when we have all these millions of excuses of why we don't do what we do, okay, or what we don't do. So, oh please, you will see me taking water. Super important for your humanness, right? So drink water, drink more water, please, and thank you. Hold. Whew. Mm. Mm-hmm. Ah, love it. This is life force, y'all. It's life force. So when I look at you as a massage therapist and I see your body, but I also see like a lot of your pain is coming from your mind. That is why I go out here and I study spirituality. I study collective consciousness. I study Reiki in so many ways. The chakras, the mind body spirit connection. Is your soul on a journey? Are you here just kind of floating through? Is that what you want to think about your life? That you're like, I'm just here. I don't have a purpose. I can't do anything. I don't have any money. Y'all, I am here on this planet to help you all alleviate some of those excuses. And the only way for me to help you as a coach, and as a body worker and as a wellness practitioner is to show up and do the work myself. Okay? Because here's the thing, y'all. I'll go on a tangent a little bit. Sometimes I get on tangents, so please forgive me. But I'm not sorry. Okay? But I had a conversation with someone recently. Okay, so HIPAA, not going to go into the details, but yes, I did have, hold please, a conversation with someone recently. And that person was telling me, they were telling me that they were going to see a therapist, okay, a mental health therapist, right? And so this person who I am familiar with started explaining to me the intake, okay? Now remember, therapy and coaching are two completely different modalities. Okay, so think about that legally and structurally. Okay, so this person goes to a therapist, a mental therapist, mental health counselor, and says, this is what's going on with me. And all of a sudden, this is where I get pissed, y'all. Okay, so all of a sudden, this therapist tells this person in my world that they have PTSD, ADD, and that they're bipolar. So they just vomited out to this client. Well, then here's your diagnoses. First of all, I went, fuck that. Okay. I did click that this video is not for children. Okay. I thought to myself, I wanted to smack a person. Now, I have to be nice. That's not Christian to me to want to smack a person. But I went, what? Like I was taken so far back in my brain as a coach and as a massage therapist, and I was like, they just flat out diagnosed you. Okay, no. And I said, stop. So I asked permission for this person. I said, may I use you as a guinea pig while I'm getting my certification in health and coaching? Can I use you as a guinea pig? May I ask you some questions? So this person says, sure. So I started asking questions about, let's drill it down. First, I said the difference between a coach and a therapist is, a coach is going to walk alongside you and help you eliminate excuses and find solutions instead of telling you you got something wrong and you're fucked up. Okay, so that's not a coach. All right, if a coach tells you you're messed up, you're not doing it right, shame on you, you didn't make your goals, fire that coach right now. Bye. This hardcore medicine stuff, we're past that, y'all. We need compassion. Okay, coaches, body workers, therapists, if you're not coming to your client or your person, your circle, if you're not coming from a heart of compassion in order to help that situation heal, HEAL, heal itself, okay, spiritually or mentally or emotionally, then move on along, okay? Because I got no patience for people who are assholes. Because as a Scorpio myself, because I do use astrology in my practices, when I see somebody being mean to somebody, like bullying, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I will argue the point. I will argue you away. Okay? Because people who manipulate other people for maximum monetary gain, okay, like our government, excuse me, people who manipulate people for maximum gain, like our government, that came out twice. Sorry. Oh, I'm getting, my computer's jumping. I know I got to be careful what I say, right? I'm not being monetized here, so what if? So y'all, but I'm telling you, people who are aggressive energy, like when you are looking at someone from a mental, emotional, traumatic experience, perspective, and you start diagnosing them and telling them they're bipolar in the first meeting, you should be fired. You should fire yourself as a therapist. Okay. So, anyway, that's enough about that. I'm on my soapbox. But the reason I shared that is because there is a vast difference, y'all, between coaching and therapy. So, I'm speaking from the I place here. I know that I know inside of me that if I start showing up to life in these live videos, people start following me, they start subscribing, they click the like button, they turn on their notifications. You're going to see me as a 53-year-old woman start to massively transform my body, okay? And let me say this to you all. I am going to help you eliminate the excuses that you have in your life so that you can start to set up smart, SMART, smart goals. Okay. I'm going to help you set goals behind the scenes, so welcome to my channel. I'm going to help you set goals so that you can shape shift your energy, okay, and your body, because shape shifting, y'all, again, it's almost Halloween. I'm a Scorpio. I like shapeshifters. Okay. They're just kind of fun, which brings me to another topic we'll talk about in a second. Okay. So, but y'all, I'm ready to shapeshift. Now, what is that going to look like for you, who are watching me here on YouTube? Like Wild Kingdom Wellness. First of all, we're going to get wild. We're going to get real wild with this wellness journey. Okay. I'm going to talk about some stuff on this video that's going to blow your mind. But when we blow your mind, we're also going to clear your chakras because you've already been peppered with propaganda since you was born. Okay. So now what are we going to do with that information? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, right? So how do you know where to start? What do you do? Well, if I'm going to coach you with some smart goals, they're going to be measurable. They're going to be reliable. They're going to be attainable. Okay. We're going to be trackable and traceable. So the smart goal is something like saying, all right, it's Thursday. I got to go to work. I'm tired. I got all this stress in my mind. I got all these responsibilities as a human being, but I really want to work out. Okay. So, keyword want, desire, wish. Those are three keywords, but you get my point. What do you want? How are you going to do it? Well, I have a stationary bike at home. So I know of all the different modalities as a fitness coach and a health provider that I have access to: the gym, outdoors, a yoga mat, a yoga block, whatever, make the list, right? I have access to a lot of different forms of exercise, okay? And I have a lot of different techniques that I use as a body worker on my body so that I can be strong, healthy, that I poop accordingly, right? Because you poop means everything. You poo poo. Listen, another conversation, another day. That's on my health coach hat, y'all. If your poo poo ain't right, your brain ain't right. This is the way it is. Okay. So, but when you start to see somebody's energy change, right? They start to shape shift. They start to have muscles where they had flab. Okay. So listen, I had somebody on here not that long ago say something about my flabby arms. So let me tell you something, honey bunny boo. I've lost over 100 pounds. You'd have flabby arms too, but I got some rocks growing. Okay. I do have some rocks growing, but it has been a lifestyle. It has been something where, yes, I did go check to see about getting all this cut off. $8,000. And I went, is it really worth it? Like, if I can like work the biceps and the triceps, then some of this will continue to melt away, right? Because it's inflammation, it's skin, right? But besides, I'm not young, and my high Helens, y'all, high Helen, which was my aunt's name, by the way. Listen, they're prominent, okay? But it's a story. It's a part of my body. And when you look at me in the front, you're like, damn, that girl be looking stacked. And you're like, hi. You're like, whoa, what's all that? People will judge you. They will judge you. I have been judged on here by, I forgot his name though, on YouTube. This was a while back. He's like, what's with them flabby arms? And I was like, oh, kiss my butt. Are you not paying attention to the message? Right? And the message is you have to keep going. You have to find things that bring you joy when it comes to exercise. So, what's a smart goal? Well, you get up in the morning, you have at least 8 to 16 ounces of water. Just do it. Just do it. If you start your day with water, you're like, yeah, but I will pee all morning long. And do you want to hold on to the toxins? Would you like to keep them? We can wrap them up in a bow, and put a little name tag on them like Santa Claus and be like, let me keep my dirty toxins in my body from yesterday, right? Or let me start my day with some spiritual flush. And the reason I call this spiritual flush is because it's water. It's water. Oh, but the water in my city tastes nasty. Okay. Can you drink filtered water, bottled water? Do you have a well? Because chances are, if your water be tasting nasty in the city you're in, it's probably a small town. And, if you're in the country, like some people are, maybe you got access to a spring. Go get the water from Mother Nature. Take a walk. Okay. So I'm being facetious, but I'm being serious as well because listen, the water will hydrate you enough to get your cells moving, to get the poop moving, to get your brain saturated because all of our brains are fried at this point. Technology done fried our brains to the nth. But we're still here. We're still moving. We're still shaking, right? So drink water. It is the simplest thing you can do for yourself. And then ask yourself, how are you feeling? Okay. Now, I'm a coffee girl, not going to lie. I'm highly addicted to caffeine, which is fun. It's way better than powdered snow. Okay. Just saying. I don't know that it's any cheaper at this point, but you know what I mean? So, hold please. But for me, one of my non negotiables right now is coffee because I am a high output person. And it's kind of like when the doctor gives a kid who's super intelligent Ritalin because they have ADD and ADHD and their brain never shuts off. Caffeine for me is almost it spikes, but it's kind of a sedative for me because my mind is everywhere, right? And I need my body to be able to keep up with my brain so that I can move through my day, right? Especially being a body worker. Okay, so water is your first smart goal. Get to at least 8 ounces. Okay, if you can't do eight, do six, But if you splash, excuse me, a little lemon in it, or even like douse some olive oil, which is what I do to keep my body like supple. It's like I'll drink a little bit of olive oil, a teaspoon. That's what I do, y'all. Helps me poop. And then I'll drink water, right? And so I know in my mind, like that's going to go through my body and it's going to help me get me through my day. I take supplements. People say, but I don't want to take 10 pills. Then don't. But when you hurt and you can't pee pee, because people say, well, all we do with the supplements is pee them out. Yes, you do. A lot of the residual goes through your bladder. But do you not think it acts like windshield wiper fluid and clears out the sticky gunk that is running through your digestive system? I don't know. I didn't make this stuff up, y'all. I just read. But I'm also certifying in the fact that to understand how to start a health and wellness regimen, like people just don't want to do anything. They don't do anything because they're like, I'm too overwhelmed. So that's why I'm here to help you through the process. So, number one, water. Number two, movement. Some type of movement. Do some type of movement. First thing in the morning, almost everybody I'm talking to. And please, I don't mean derogatory by this. Even if you are paraplegic from the neck down, which some people are, move your eyeballs. If everything from here up in your chakras, is on, but let's say someone is paralyzed from the neck down and they can't move, but they can think and they can talk and they can see and they can hear, you start to move your eyeballs. Okay, this is an exercise. It's actually, I'm looking up, looking down, to the right, to the left. It strains your eyes a little bit, but it also helps to strengthen your eyes. Okay, so you can bring in focus. So even people who are sitting at a desk all day, you are staring at this screen all day long. Okay, all day long. So what would you do if your eyes were fatigued? We're going to rotate. We're going to look up. We're going to look down. Side, side, maybe around, around. Look into your forehead. Look in your third eye. Ask yourself, are my eyes tired? Look down. Close them. Open them. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Just 10 seconds of that reframes my vision. Okay. So I'm getting hot now, y'all. Whew. But I assure you all, if you will subscribe, click like, click the notification bell here at YouTube, toot, toot, because we still have freedom of speech for now, and I'm going to use it. But y'all, this wellness journey here on this channel with me, it's going to be so much fun, and it's going to be wild, y'all. It's going to be wild. So, last point of reference I want to talk about, again, it's Thursday, October 30th. The day before Halloween. So excited. I just love Halloween. So anyway, I just do. I just do. So have y'all heard about this? 3-Eye Atlas? The aliens are coming. Okay, they're coming for us. Y'all, I love you so much. So, but anyway, check it out. Do y'all know anything about this comet? The comet that's going through our solar system? So anyway, I'm going to do some research on it because there's two theories here. It's the aliens. Although I think they would warp speed in too quick because our mind, y'all, listen. I don't think they're trying to ease in, but maybe they are. So, and then, or it's a comet, but whew, they say that it's kind of a rare comet. So I'm wondering, like, if it's a big rock floating through space. They're thinking like we're unearthing all this uranium and gold and silver and copper, all the elements on the periodic chart that we're used to here on Earth. Well, I wonder if this thing's going to sprinkle fairy dust on top of us. So they say it's going straight towards Jupiter. And then the meteorologist that I watched for 2 seconds yesterday said that the comet came in our solar system through Sagittarius, which was interesting. So I was like, oh, okay. So, and being an astrologer, that piques my interest. So we'll find out more. I love you all. Live the dream. Share this video. Click like. Please comment. Click subscribe. Help me build the algorithm. I am real. I am not a bot. And I cannot be bought. Well, maybe. Depends. Depends. So it's like, what's the price? What's the offer? What's the product? Knowledge, power, strength, mobility, mental health, stability. I don't know. Things like that. Yep. And in the words of MasterCard, it's priceless. So I love you all. I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And hit that subscribe button. So, all right, we'll talk soon. Bye.